What's up everybody? So in today's video we're going to be installing a super high performance air filter in the Nissan GT-R, which is of course a new cabin air filter. A lot of people don't even know that cars have these. This is basically an air filter for the ventilation system in your vehicle. It filters out pretty much all the air that goes into your car that then comes out of the vents inside your car. So it's always good to replace it maybe once every year, maybe every other year or so. So this car is a 2014 model year. I bought this with 24,000 miles and it is a one owner vehicle. I now have about 27,000 miles, so I figured I might as well go ahead and replace this because I have no clue when it was ever replaced, if it was ever replaced before. So this one cost me a whopping $20. There was another one for 30 bucks, but they were the exact same thing, so might as well save myself 10 bucks. So to access this, it is down in the footwell. I believe I have to take the glove box out and then there's like another panel back there or something. So first up, I'm just gonna get the fire extinguisher out of the way, take the floor mat out real quick to show you a little hidden thing down here, which is a secret little door. This up, you actually get all your tire changing stuff, although it looks like the first owner probably misplaced the jack, so that is rather unfortunate. However, there's a little key slot here. If you take your key fob, popping out the actual metal key, if you insert that into the slot, that actually opens up your trunk. So if the electronics fail and the trunk does not open, using the actual key fob button or the interior switch, you have a backup. So first things first, let's get the glove box out of here. Have my tire pressure gauge, all the owner's manual. I think it's just like two little things I gotta pop on the side or something, and then this should be able to pop right out. So this is a few minutes later. I have no clue how to get this glove box out. There really is no clear sign from what I can see. There's little stoppers right there and like a piece up here, but nothing so far. So I'm on YouTube trying to find a good video, so I will get back with you guys in just a few minutes. So it looks like with this down, I just pull it towards me and it pops off like that. Then I gotta wiggle it down somehow. Alright, not as hard as I thought. So here we go, it's just hanging by the thread. You can see the rope over in the far corner here. Okay, I hope I didn't break anything. So that hooked right to there, but that's the whole glove box out. It actually has some weight to it. It's like a giant chunk of plastic. So that is out. We'll put that over here. I don't know what this piece of paper was. So it looks like this is just a state inspection. It says tire and brakes are listed below. So at this point, August of 2015, the tires measured 3/32 seconds and the brakes measured 8/32 seconds. So when I bought it, the tires measured 5 and the brakes measured 6. So I would assume then these Michelins on the car right now have to be the second set, obviously, since they're more than that. So this is then the second set of OEM tires that this car has received, most likely. At 10,000 they were there. I would assume these are the second set. And then brakes, I would assume these are probably the same brakes that were measured here, which makes some sense. And later today I will be taking these off, measuring them all, which will be another video, and we'll see exactly where they are now. Anyway, let's get back to the cabin air filter. I think we just got a few Phillips head screws, get this whole plastic paneling off, and then I think we can change it. So I've made some progress so far. It's funny how cars, even a higher end performance car like the GT-R, so many things in this really just go together like a puzzle. So if we look at this whole nice leather dash piece, it literally just pops right in with the air vents. So not too much goes into the interior of cars. Everything goes together like a puzzle. But that is a nice little piece. We'll just set that on the carpeting, and then this one little trim panel we had to pop off, and the glove box, and it looks like that window right there is where we need to be. Alright, so here's the new cabin air filter. Should just be pretty basic, your normal kind of paper air filters. Yep, just pretty straightforward, nice and white. So we'll notice the color on this and then get the old one out and see what that thing's looking like. Alright, so that just pops right out like that. Well, that wasn't even really sitting in there much. Doesn't even look like it fit, actually. So here is the old one, not too bad. I mean, it's pretty dark. on both sides. I don't really see any debris in it. I know when I did this on the Genesis coupe, there was like leaves and stuff. Not really too much stuff in it. But let's get them out into the light. We'll get a little bit better look at them. I mean, there's definitely a difference. This probably was replaced not too long ago, but I would say maybe 10,000 miles ago or so. So it's not the original one, most likely. So we'll pop that one back in. It looks a lot different in here than other cars. The slot is really big up here, actually, compared to like the Genesis and stuff. So it doesn't really even fit tightly. Kind of weird. I don't know, maybe I guess it hugs the top of it, and then maybe it like sits on those pieces or something. I don't know, it's kind of a lot of room up there. All right, so not really, I guess there's the up. I guess we'll keep that way up. So it looks like it probably goes just like this. I mean, you can see how it kind of sits in there weirdly, but I would assume it sits just like that, more to the top of it. So then when we put the door back on, yeah, so those plastic slots kind of lift it up. Okay, yeah, so that makes sense. Really hard to do this one-handed. All right, well that is in. Pretty straightforward. Those plastic tabs did what I said, and they're gonna hold it at the top of this so that fits normally the way it should. Next up, I'm trying to remember the order we took everything out. I think we need to put this one back in, and then the trim, then this, and then the actual glove box. So comment down below, do you think the new one is gonna add me 100 horsepower? That would be the best 20 bucks ever spent. So now, time to reassemble this thing and get the GT-R done. That looks like no bolts left over. That's always a good sign. Obviously this is a pretty simple installation. Guess we'll do this one next. I think this one, actually no. We'll do the red leather piece first because that actually, I think, goes around it. But pretty cool seeing a giant piece of the car. Now this leather package is actually like a $5,000 upgrade when this car was brand new. So pretty cool to see what they do. They just take this off rather than doing black, they do the red with the custom stitching, so really sweet looking. You can see the inside, that is the back of the nav system up there. Airbag looks like it's right there. Obviously your ducting for the vents are right here. Pretty neat to see. But this should just pop right on. So those are just straight. Everything looks pretty straight. Let's see if I can do this one-handed or not. All right, there we go. Well, that was so easy. Look at that. Well, it just goes to show you even a $100,000 budget supercar, if you will, can be taken apart like a puzzle piece. So easy. So this one should just pop right back on. All right, we are getting there. Now for the glove box to go back on, this might be the challenging part. Definitely gonna need two hands. So this piece up here, it's actually on a retractable string. So this I have to pull out and then clip this piece onto, I believe that portion right there. So once I get that clipped, I can then just pop it right onto here and then wedge it back in somehow, or wedge it back in and then pop it into here. So might be a little finicky. Let's see how it goes. All right, look at that. It wasn't too bad. A little weird getting my arm back there, but now I think that is closed all the way. Feels like it. All right, well there we go. Cabin air filter installed and the dash is back together. With that done, we'll put the carpet back in, make this thing look nice. I vacuumed this side finally. It has been quite some time since I've done that. Gotta do a full detail on this car one of these days. All right, carpeted floor mat looking good. We'll package up the old air filter, put the fire extinguisher back in. So comment down below, how many of you guys have changed your cabin air filters before, and how many of you have never even heard of one and have never changed it and didn't know that your car even had one? Took me a little while back when I first started driving. Maybe the first 3 years I had no clue that one even existed. As far as I know, every single car is gonna have one. You should definitely change it. Just keeps the ventilation system better for you. So that about wraps up today's video. I still have some more chores to do for the rest of the day. We got all my tire changing stuff right here. I'll be popping on the Vossen wheels, which are in the closet, but we're gonna put the Vossens on the car, measure the brakes, see how they actually are doing. Very cool to find that 10,000 mile service record. That was really cool to see. So that about wraps up today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a short video for today. Give it a huge thumbs up, smash the subscribe button for more content on the GT-R and Mike's Audi R8 and of course the Toyota Tacoma. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll see you guys next video.